check it. Hey everyone. It is very late, and it's a school night, so to speak. But I'm being irresponsible and staying up to finish this little bit of cartoonish indulgence. Because I took some reference photos of a really great image of Scudworth, and that's just way too awesome. I wanted to redraw mine a little bit, to not copy it entirely, but it's a little too detailed, maybe a little too gross to put on a t-shirt, but I just wanted to up my version a little bit and just finally put it behind me, because you know what? Next week I am moving on. It is time to move on. There's so much of life. Say goodbye to a previous chapter and seek greener pastures, and look forward to the horizon with hope and optimism. So anyway, I thought I would just stream for a little bit while I try to get this done. Ooh. Yeah, I've got the right brush. So welcome, good evening. Let me just welcome everybody. Ducky Boos, good evening to you. And Minty Snail and Luis and Trash and Liston. Hi, Mr. Creative. Hi, Spoiler Attack. And hi, Green Dark Sonic. And Mikey, already in with the nice Clone High references. Nothing ever bad ever happens to the Kennedys. And just a Roblox kid. Who is making the wise choice of going to sleep and getting a sensible night's sleep, which I wholeheartedly approve of. But, you know, sometimes things don't work out the way you planned, and you just have to take life as it comes. Those fingers here are really funny. I think I'm going to stick with what I had. And oh, Beowulf! Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for the year plus 1 month of awesome streams. You're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you for joining me. And let's see, did I finish saying hi to everybody? And, Mr. Creative World asks, am I a professional or a freelancer? Those things are not mutually exclusive. I am a professional freelancer. And Juan, hi. And Nasty says, more Clone High? Oh yeah, that's right. I've got so many more ideas for things from Clone High. We just rewatched Clone High, and I'm just like, so many things that need to be on t-shirts. And hey, Katharani, yes, another latest stream. And Spoiler Attack has class in 13 minutes. Ooh, where are you in the world? Because here it is very, very late. And Mario says, hello Mario. And Pescando, what up to you as well? Sleep is overrated? It is not. I stand by all those who are sensible enough to choose sleep, but I don't feel very sensible right now, because I've been meaning to finish this for so many days, and I can't rest knowing that I let yet another thing go unfinished. I'm hoping this music will keep me a little bit alert. Oh no. What? Joe, what did you do? I'm glad I noticed that before I got too deep into it. Never merge the pencils and the ink layers. That would have been awful. So this is how I'm not a good inker. So what I like to do is do long strokes and overshoot. And then go and erase the little dingly dongs over the end. And hey, Lee! Stream a little stream of joy. I'm gonna use that next time. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that input. And, oh, hello, Puppy Gaming. Almost skipped over you. And Fenrir, good to see you. And Gucci Slay. Oh, the things the internet makes me say. And am I going to be posting these once they are finished? Indeed. And Coffee Tough says, hello, much love from Brazil. Well, hello. Hello back at Brazil. And Ivan, hello. Prella, hey. And hi, Ice Cream Hero. And Nasty says, hey, did you know that Don Bluth is making his new traditional animation studio? It's all true. I did hear. I'm very happy about that. It seems like there's a lot of independent stuff going on, which I'm happy about. And but he sold off the Dragon Slayer movie to Netflix because he was bet. Yeah, Dragon Slayer is going to Netflix and it's going to be live action, which is stupid. But I hope that, I don't know if it was because he made a bad pitch, but maybe he got some nice coin from selling that and he's using it to start his own studio. You never know. And yes, Lee, stream a little stream of Joe. I dig it. I dig it. And Joe, any chance we get your 2 cents on Don Bluth? Oh, sure. I don't think I've ever talked about Don Bluth. I have a lot of respect for Don Bluth. Just a lot of respect. I mean, to break out in the 70s on your own and form your own animation studio, it is... I mean, it's gutsy to do it now, but back in the 70s, whew, Disney was the only game in town. And they were struggling in the 70s. Everyone thought it was the end of animation, just of all times. And he made some fantastic films. Secret of Nim is such a good movie. American Tail, I think, might have been his biggest hit. Probably was American Tail. Although I remember Land Before Time being a really big deal too. I had a Littlefoot stuffed animal. I loved that stuffy so much. I wonder whatever became of Littlefoot. But what I loved about his films is how they were definitely children's films, but they took themselves seriously and they respected the audience. There's a lot of scary stuff in those movies that needed to be there for there to be actual emotion. All of his films are very, well, not all, but I would say Secret of Nim, Land Before Time, just the original, All Dogs Go to Heaven, even though it's silly, it's very emotional moments. What was the other one? American Tail, which after rewatching it as an adult, it definitely has some flow problems, but it's still very emotional. When Fievel Fievel finds his family again. Oh, it's really sweet. That's what I just love. Even if there's flaws in the films, if they communicate a great emotion, I'll forgive a lot. Oh. And this song is called An Animated Life. How appropriate. And how old is Don? Oh, I think he's in his 80s. Oh, yeah. Just Roblox Kid says, never pause, monkey rag. Yeah, what's funny about that is there's not really a single frame that's something you'd want to put on the wall. It's all, everything is a smear. And Fenrir has advice for me. We all do what we gotta do. Klaus is one of Netflix's best works, including Castlevania. Yeah, I think Klaus is one of the best animated films in a long time. Long time. Banjo the Woodpile Cat, really cute. Not really a movie, I think it's only 40 minutes long, but it's definitely worth checking out. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Don Bluth's more serious tone after, I don't know, I think All Dogs was his last film of that era, and then he started doing, what was it, Troll in Central Park? What are the other ones? I can't remember. Thumbelina, which I think I saw Thumbelina, so I could see I'm Mad. I honestly, I can't even remember. No, I don't think I ever got to see the Animaniacs theatrical cartoon, I'm Mad. I don't want to have too much detail here. It's probably already too much. Shablam! No. And also, rewatching Clone High, there's a lot of gore in it, but it happens so fast that I don't remember it as being such a gory show. Because they just cut away from it so quickly. But there's a lot where like, bleh! That was really disgusting. And I usually can't take much of that. But somehow with Clone High, I'll give it a pass. It's just too funny. And also, yet, somehow Clone High has so much heart to it. Like when the last episode where Joan is crying and she goes, hey, you're so funny. And she's just crying, and it got me. It made me sad. Even though it's such a silly show. And I think that's the magic of Phil Lord and Chris Miller, is that they still treat their characters like real characters. Like everything is very sincere. Even though it's very irreverent and very silly, you still give a crap about these characters, and that is really, really wonderful. Not many people can do that, even in serious endeavors. Okay. Oh, can't forget the goatee. But going back to Don Bluth, yeah, I think he is tops. And also his words on, I think it was the Channel Awesome interview he gave with Nostalgia Critic, where he really opened up about his regrets in life, and it really shook me. And it made me think of, how much is success worth to me, really? Like, it comes at such a cost. And is it something I really want to pursue with that much? Of course I want to pursue success. It's just the amount of dedication requires a certain amount of sacrifice. And there's a certain amount of sacrifice I'm not willing to give. And Don Bluth's very candid interview solidified that feeling in me, and I give him a lot of credit for being that open and that honest and that vulnerable. And if you haven't watched his interview with Doug Walker, I highly recommend it, because it's a pretty long one, pretty good one. I can't remember when he did it. It was a couple years ago. Ugh, come on. There goes my whole day. Okay, sorry, I gotta put in some sound effects if I'm gonna make this line work. It's the sound effects. And, we have somebody new. Woofled. Woofled? I think it is Woofled. And Pescando says, people rail on Doug Walker for a lot of things, but that Don Bluth interview he did is legendary. Yes, I agree. That moment where he asked, what happened in the 90s? I forget what he said, but yeah. But yeah, it was a very open, very fair, very sincere, very candid interview. If anybody's interested in animation, it's a high recommend. And Scando says animation industry is brutal. That is true. And Danny the Pepperoni says, am I going to be able to watch this later? Probably. Yeah, I upload it. Oh, I need to add it to I have a playlist of my live stream archives, so it'll be there. I just need to remember to do that. And Lucas says, hey, I'm studying animation and I'm trying to improve on anatomy and character design right now. Any tips? Observe. As one of the 9 old men said that. Observation is key. Okay. There we go. I think I've got a Scudworth that I can write home about. Oh, and Nasty says Disney's being sued by Evel Knievel's son in Toy Story 4. Lawsuit over Keanu Reeves' voice Duke Kaboom. Well, why not? Disney... Now, bad news seems to invite more bad news, and Disney has just been nothing but bad news lately. I haven't seen Toy Story 4, and I really have no desire to see it. I heard it was good, but I just love how they ended Toy Story 3. And it sort of jarred me that they're doing another sequel. I just want to live with the ending of Toy Story 3. I just want to believe in that happily ever after for those toys. So, not that that's relevant to anything, but yeah, Disney has not had a lot of luck lately. But I didn't know that Keanu Reeves was a voice. That's pretty cool. It kind of makes me want to check it out. I can't imagine Keanu Reeves as a Evel Knievel type character. He's so mellow. And talking about Primal. I haven't seen Primal, but I've seen the like a trailer for it, and I don't know if I'd be able to take it. It looks so gory, but it looks so pretty, so I'm really torn. If I ever come across it on a streaming service, I'll probably check it out. But it looks absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how can they afford such good animation? I have no idea. Maybe it's a labor of love. And Cyborg Chaos says Toy Story 4 is a very whatever movie. Completely misses the point of Toy Story 3, but on its own, I liked it. Yeah, if it kind of retcons Toy Story 3, I'm just not interested in seeing it. I thought, like, when Toy Story 3 came out, like, when Toy Story 2 came out, I was like, are you kidding me? There's no... And then I was blown away by what they did with Toy Story 2, and then Toy Story 3 was the same thing. I just couldn't believe how much poignancy was still left in those characters, how much more they had to say, and the way they ended it was so good. And I don't want my memories of Toy Story to be like I never saw the fourth Indiana Jones. I was like, no reason to. It was fine the way it was. Because the thing that people often say with reboots and sequels that come way too late, and it's like, well, it doesn't take away what you love about the originals, so you're still free to watch the originals. But it kind of, if you watch it, it kind of does. Because your memories are, it's like implanting a false memory. Like you have a total recall of this perfect movie, but it's not the reality you're living in anymore. So anytime I'm not sure about a movie that could possibly taint my very fond appreciation for an original property, I tend not to see it unless the reviews come back as overwhelmingly positive. Like, overwhelmingly positive. That hasn't happened too many times. But I save a lot of money. And, oh, polymorphic, thank you. That's so sweet. I'm not even doing requests today. That's incredible. And I didn't get, I should have gotten an alert from that, but I did not. I need to check. Some link must have unlinked. That's upsetting. But I thank you, sincerely. It's very, very kind. And Pescando says, Primal is intense. See if you can handle a few clips of the disease episode of Primal. Oh, no. I can't stand looking at diseased stuff. Ugh. Nope, there's a disease episode. I'm not watching it. Gross and sad. Hey, Ron. Wish you could stay, but got work in the morning. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping in. It's always nice to have a hello from you. Polymorphic, no need to thank me. Yes, need to thank you. Thank you. It's very kind and very generous, especially these days when who the hell knows what's going to happen tomorrow. So I appreciate it, especially since I haven't been around much. I feel like I'm sort of drifting away. Oh, and it's already past midnight. Step it up, Joe, step it up. How many of these little ringy-dingies do I have left to do? I'm almost afraid to look. So all this means is that Scudworth better look good by the end of this, because whatever I get was what's going up on the store. Come on, music. Inspire me. Keep going. Yeah, but what I like about Tartakovsky is that he is somebody who just... he gets cartoons. Like, he knows what they're for and why they're awesome. And he does a lot of... He's got a real range, that's for sure. And someday I shall learn to speak Russian, and that'll be my icebreaker with him. Should we ever be sharing a space? I'm so awkward, I should never speak. But that would make the chat kind of quiet, unchattable. Perhaps I should just try to think more about what I say before I say it. So I'll be quiet for a minute. Just know, I'm thinking, and the next thing that I say is gonna be worth saying. Let's see. And, oh, I don't think I've said hello, Toons and Loons. Hey. And hello, Trey. Oh, I need to go. Ron says I can't tell a Don Bluth from a Ralph Banksy. Well, I think you mean Bakshi. But a Ralph Banksy would be like animating a movie in secret and then running away. I don't know. What would a Banksy animator be like? That's worth mulling over. Ron, you are not a fake cartoon nerd. You are a real cartoon fan. What makes you fake? Come on. Mama Rex. Yeah, I've got to see at least a little bit of Primal. What is the least horrifying episode of Primal? And I will check that out when I have the opportunity. And do. Oh, there's a documentary on Gendy? I had no idea. How to tell Don Bluth from Bakshi. If it's rotoscoped, it's Bakshi. The Ripping Friends. I'm not... How do you do? Oh, yeah, that episode of Dexter when he gets bitten by the clown. Yeah, there was some funny... The first run of Dexter. Do you remember when Dexter and Powerpuff Girls were sort of... They had that... Their last season was just completely redesigned. Oh, and Johnny Bravo too. They ruined his mom and Susie. I don't know why they did that. It was so strange. But it wasn't as funny. It's just very... It's just odd. Just very, very odd. And Bakshi's Piscando says Bakshi's stuff is so wild. You can never make the stuff he made in today's day and age. I am still traumatized from Fritz the Cat. I think it's safe for me to say I do not like Ralph Bakshi's stuff. I mean, he did an amazing amount of work for the time. An amount of work. He was quite prolific, but I don't know if I've ever enjoyed anything he's made. Like Don Bluth is I don't think, I think it's just I don't know how you would confuse Don Bluth with Ralph Bakshi. Just watch a couple of their movies and you'll never make the mistake. I kind of feel like he's got some issues. I don't know. Who knows? Who doesn't have issues? I shouldn't say such things. Because I'm just still sour from that viewing. I know stuff sticks with me a long time. Like I watched a Red Letter Media review of Eraserhead, and that was years ago, and I still sometimes can't fall asleep because I'm so horrified. I never saw the movie. I saw a review of the movie, just a couple clips, and it traumatized me. Like to the point where I just like, I have to like get up and do something to distract myself so I don't think about it anymore. Oh, let's see. And Uncle Flacco says, what about Ralph Bakshi's work on Cool World? I did not like Cool World. Did not like Cool World. I should have liked Cool World because I love live action and animation combination films. Mary Poppins is one of my favorite films of all time. Roger Rabbit as well. But Cool World was just... it's very off-putting. Let's just say Ralph Bakshi is off-putting for me. And I'm sure that I haven't seen everything that he's done, but maybe there's something. What was that? His rock and roll movie I haven't seen. American something. American Pop. Is that what it's called? Maybe that would be one that I'd like. I'm not sure. But honestly, I just sort of gave up. But that said, I still like him better than John Kay. Oh, no, I do not like Fritz the Cat. Not at all. Yellow Server says, Powerpuff Girls is like a property everyone wants to murder. The plans for the live-action Powerpuff Girls is baffling. Yeah, that's a real head-scratcher. That news broke me last time. Oh, looks like I am far behind on the chat, but I am nearing end of my work with Scudsworth. Should I give him crazy hair? But I want him to be recognizable as Scudsworth. Stamos! There goes my whole day! Okay, that doesn't matter. You know what? I'm gonna do one thing where I would like to see if I can exaggerate this a little bit more, get a little more personality out of Scudsy. Picky, 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 Polymorphic says, all the episodes of Primal have some level of intense gore, but I will say that episode 2 is the least intense compared to all the others. I don't know. I just can't. I need something light and funny. Or not even just funny. Like, I just watched Cobra Kai, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's no graphic violence or graphic sex scenes. I can just watch it without feeling uncomfortable, and it's just a story, and it's just got characters. And it made me laugh a couple times, and I just realized how rare it is for me to not feel assaulted by my entertainment. And I'm not a prude. I don't mind. It's just so much. It's overwhelming. What happened to our entertainment, guys? It's just too much. So, we just want it to be realistic. I don't want realistic television. I don't want realistic entertainment. I want it to be entertaining. That's what I want. And, But I think Cobra Kai got lauded as some amazing show because it was able to tell a compelling story with some interesting characters that would be safe for network television in 1995. I think people are just relieved. Like, I couldn't watch Game of Thrones. I could barely read Game of Thrones. It was just too much. I was like, George R.R. Martin is writing his own... I don't know, but I felt like he was working something out writing those books. Like, I knew way too much about Tyrion's sex life. Just way too much. I gotta scroll down a little bit. Bert Moth says, I remember seeing Bakshi's Heavy Traffic in class at SCAD. I don't remember. I feel like maybe I saw Heavy Traffic, but I can't remember. I can't remember what it's about. Nasty says, everyone, which other cartoons are better than Family Guy? Please answer. I don't know. I liked Family Guy for the first season, and then I was just... You don't really give a... The thing about Seth MacFarlane properties is that they're jokes that land, and they're funny, but they're not particularly clever, or the characters aren't particularly memorable or lovable, and it's just, it all feels very disposable. But I can't really criticize somebody who's launched an empire the way he has. I am very jealous of his career. He has his swing orchestra, and he wrote mystery novels. Like, he's really, and he gets to act. He gets to act and sing and dance and make cartoons. Like, what a life, man! I want that. I want to come up with something disposable. So, I'll criticize Family Guy, but I have nothing but admiration for what Seth MacFarlane has built. And I want it someday. Ron says, I can hear this image. And Polymorphic says, I'd keep his hair like it usually is, keeping his silhouette. Yeah. Lee says, did I see Wizards? I don't even remember. Maybe. No, I don't think I did see Wizards. Is that one I would like? I think I did hear a little bit about Wizards. There we go. I think I got something here. Yeah. That's a lot more dynamic. I'm gonna keep this. Stamos! Oh, and I forgot his little bouton. Let's clean this up a little bit. I don't need this. I haven't been labeling. I apologize for nothing. That was the original sketch. I like this better. I think I've made some good decisions here tonight. Not to gloat, but I think I could have made worse decisions. Let's put it that way. Piscando says, it's the beast. Audiences crave more and more. Feed the beast. I guess that's a reference to Seth MacFarlane's stuff. Oh, and Lee says, happy belated birthday. Thank you very much. And Yellow Cerberus talk about Lovecraft Country, which I was curious about. You say you feel it will disappoint people in the long run. It's trying to be smart, but I get the feeling it won't answer questions in the long run. Does anything ever? Anytime I watch a show that sets up some sort of mystery, I'm like, alright, how are you going to fail me? So I still remember the first time I felt betrayed by television was Lost, and then not too long after that was Battlestar. It's like, you had no idea where you were going with this. Admit it. Admit it. Okay, look at this. Look at this tangent. Unacceptable! let me thicken up this line. Does that... Oop, and I need to delete this line. Whoops. Hey, well that's your problem right there. Let's see, I have not made it to the bottom of the... I'm trying... Mark Hamill was in Wizards. Oh, cool. If you liked Bakshi's Lord of the Rings run, then you'll like Wizards. I don't really know. I watched Bakshi's Lord of the Rings back in middle school, and it was before I'd read Lord of the Rings, and it just left me kind of I'm not sure I don't hate it, but I'm not sure I like it. I'm kind of bored mostly. And then I read Lord of the Rings, and then Lord of the Rings bored me, so I wonder if it's maybe the subject matter. Yes, I was bored by Lord of the Rings. Every character talks exactly the same. The only characters I liked were the Ents, because they were different. They had like a unique personality. And it was the same thing in the movies too. Although Merry and Pippin had more personality in the movies. Oh, I'm fading. Come on, Joe, keep it together. Just finish Scudsworth. You don't have to post this tonight. Just finish Scudsy. Oh, I can't have yellow, can I? I cannot. Okay, I just really want to make it to the bottom of the chat. Let's see. And there. Okay, made it to the bottom. All I had to do was just skip everything. So if anybody had a question that I didn't see, because I was just scanning for questions, then just post it right now. I'm looking right now. Ooh, there's somebody's talking about The Thief and the Collar, bringing Richard Williams into the mix. Yeah, The Thief and the Cobbler is hypnotic. I mean, it kind of goes on, and you're like, why is this still happening? It's still going. Oh my stars. And, yeah, but you know, it's just something magical. I mean, I don't watch it for pleasure. I don't watch it to be entertained. It's almost like worship. Like going to animation church. Because I don't think it's funny or particularly emotional. It's just hypnotic. It's just really beautiful to look at. You know, sometimes that's enough. Sample. How about I take a sample of the color? I call it color stealing. Oh, that wasn't funny. Why am I laughing? Oh, I see a question. Tunes and Loons asked, do you need to have some sort of degree to make a show or a movie? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, what else do I have to... Oh, yes. It's no more eccentric than that tie you're wearing. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Don't worry. I just need to fill in this blue and then erase the lines. Actually, overshot. Stamos! Let's see if I can just very quickly... Well, there you go. This is my interpretation of Cinnamon Scudworth saying Stamos! Maybe I'll knock back at that yellow. Hey, now, you know I didn't mean that. Yeah, I'm cheating a little bit doing a stroke like this. Okay, let's see. Wesley. And yes, Ron, thank you for staying for so long, but I should be clocking out myself. Let me just tidy this up a little bit. Oh, okay, where else? Where else? Here, here. think that's going to make a good t-shirt. Yeah. That'll do. First, ooh. Hello. Skin. You get out of here. I'll just export this as a ping. Well, it only took an extra hour or so, but I have got to get going to bed. Let me take one last look at the thing, and yeah, I'm too tired. Oh, thanks, Pescando. That was very generous too. And why am I not getting notifications? YouTube! Anywho. You're all awesome. I appreciate the heck out of you. And, oh, and the art doctor says, how do you do line art that awesome? Oh my gosh. I would just use Adobe Illustrator and call it a day. But you are awesome, so don't listen to me. I find Illustrator to be difficult to work with. I just like to draw. But you know that. That's why you're here. But good night, everybody. Stay beautiful. See you next time.